First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard
line. On play action, Prescott. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. Setting up the screen for Cook. Cook able to escape. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll go with Pollard.
Look at me.
The play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his pass incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
Yay! College coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Don't do it.
Prescott.
Oh my God. Oh my God, boy. What?
He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45.
Just stand beside him, then.
A big play there on the catch and run.
Good catch, an excellent creation of a big play downfield. I can guarantee you this. That's not a play this defense has practiced against in the days leading up to this game.
First down.
Oh shit, that should open up.
And some space here. Cook able to escape. A big pickup there on the run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Lions nothing.
I don't know who that is.
They run.
Yay!
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Prescott.
Oh my God! Fucking jump.
Dak Prescott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
This time Wilson will throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A huge play there for Chicago. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Pollard.
Tony Pollard, you so bitch ass in the
Try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it.
Oh my.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine
What
Winfield
fucking
Jr.
route
And
was
a
that,
big
Terry?
turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone.
Damn,
so
I
we
got
will
this
start
stuff.
here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at
Tackle,
the
boy.
and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He'll dump this off to Cook. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you said,
I'm about to say.
Team and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Damn, out the way, boy.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, my.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Damn, almost
and
got
he
it.
takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it. And
Prescott, his third interception. Picked off at the 18. And some room to work.
I need to get my swag
they will
right there.
score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they turned the pick-6 into a pick-8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. On the run. Let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good stop, baby. That's baby stop.
Here's Prescott.
Oh my.
Going down
Oh my God.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Freddie Swain in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Ain't do nothing.
So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the two-point conversion. Final play of the half. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh my God, get wide, Vernon.
Get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
At at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson. Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Prescott.
Too low.
It's complete to Swain. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, it's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Try to lay one up deep.
Oh, my God.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. That one to Swain complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 14-yard line.
Back to the ground. Cook.
Tackle, boy.
Power running here down to the 6-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, it's Cook. And he's able to pick up the
Dang.
first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
That's another.
Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Edmonds on the tackle. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 5-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
What's up, big boy?
Now Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Caught on the slant. Touchdown! Darren Waller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Lions 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Bears.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw again is Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because He saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Touchdown, Bears! Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Well, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tony Pollard there to make the grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. Wilson going to throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Prescott off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Play action now. Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll throw again. Prescott. And Cook has it, left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott rolling to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
59 Mike.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
All day. Recon 132 Mike. Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Bears 56, Lions 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. One last shot now for Prescott. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down just inside the 10.